entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Hi guys, Agreth here, and this is my Raid Shadow Legends diary. So today was a good / bad day is the best way I can describe it. Basically, let's say the bad part first. I pulled like 4 sacred shards today. And in these 4 sacred shards, I got another Ina, which if you ever wonder why I'm feeding epics, it's because I keep getting the same crappy epics. I got Ina, I got, who else did I get? I got Tyrell, he was good. I have to admit, he was good. I got Bushi, and I got Pitiless One. And so the only one that I'm actually kind of excited about is Tyrell, or Terrell, however you want to say it. Attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 40% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack buff for 2 turns. I think that's great. That can be booked up to 50%. So that means you're probably going to lay it down. Damage inflicted is proportional to defense. Now, I don't know how many times I've said this, but I love defensive champions. They're so easy to build, and the harder they are to kill, the stronger they are. So it's just, I love it. Singing Steel attacks all enemies, has a 75% chance of placing a decreased defense debuff for 2 turns. That can be booked up to 100% chance. If this attack is if the target is under decreased attack debuff, excuse me, it will place a sleep debuff for 1 turn, damage inflicted proportional to defense. Yep, gotta love that. And then attacks one enemy, decreases the target's turn meter by 50%. If the attack fully depletes the turn meter, it will place a stun debuff for 2 turns. Damage inflicted is proportional to blah, blah, blah. So I love this ability. As I always say, I love champions that can manipulate turn meter. And only the first, my battery's dying on my phone. The first thing that I think of with this one actually is Spider's Den, but that's part of the good news. I completed Spiders 20 today. So I went at this like 100 different ways. I tried Deacon for the turn meter reduction. It didn't really work the way I wanted it, not on 19 or on 20. I still don't regret taking him 6-star because I think that's a champion I'm going to like a lot, but that didn't work. I tried with 2 Cold Hearts. I tried with Miscreated Monster. I tried everything I could. Finally, I found the combination where I have Raglan, then I have Gorgoroth, who not only speeds up the team, but when he does his resurgence, he also gives attack up, which is what Ultimate Gaelic needs in order to lay down his HP burn. So Gorgoroth typically where it goes first, he does the resurge, then that gives Ultimate Gaelic his attack up that he needs. The Ultimate Gaelic will drop down his, I think it's called Burning Rage, where it gives all the spiders, or not all, but a large majority of them, HP burn, and then slowly but surely hammer down the spider and knock her out with her own spiderlings. So I was ecstatic when I actually did this. I was ecstatic when I did it on 19. I'm even more ecstatic. And actually on 19, I believe I had a different team that I was running. But guess what? I don't care. I'm never going to see that team again because I'm never going to Spiders 19 again. I hate that place. That is where evil goes. So I'm leaving Spiders 19 alone forever. But now I'm happy I can farm now. It takes me, in this one, I think I actually kind of messed up because my auto click or something along the lines went weird in this one. So I think it took like about 10 minutes, but typically it takes 7 to 8 minutes. So tonight and tomorrow night, what I'm going to do is just put on my auto clicker, let it run overnight with all the energy that I can shove into it. And then that'll be that. I'm going to just farm spiders as much as possible until I can get, well, one, I want the accuracy banner for Seer. I need to get an accuracy banner for Seer, and now I know it'll be 5 or 6 star. And then everything else is gravy. I'll just take whatever banners and start building up my teams that way. And then I got to figure out which dungeons I want to farm next. But the HP burn method was the one that worked for me. My Cold Heart, I have 2 Cold Hearts. They couldn't get through it. Miscreated Monster, he was laying down a bunch of shields and everything, but for some reason my team was still dying and it just wasn't working. So this is the one that got it for me. And on top of that, I also completed or managed to beat Agreth. And first, I'm going to tell you how I did it before I actually show you how I did it. And you know what? It'll be easier if I just go to Doom Tower now. But another thing that I did today was after I completed Spider's Den, I went ahead and completed the masteries on Reliquary Tender. The idea behind this is, and I had to build her, I built her more similarly to Reliquary Tender than I did to how it's suggested. A lot of masteries ask you, when they give you a masteries guide, they say, give her the attack tree and the support tree. I gave her the defense and the support because I want her to perform like my Raglan. My Raglan also has defense and support. Now, granted, she's different because she's legendary, but my idea here is I don't care about her attack whatsoever. I want her to survive and I want her to heal. And that's why I gave her more defense and more support. On top of that, I was able to replace her lifesteal guild that I had her in Relentless gear. I cannot express how much I love Relentless gear now. I used to think it was worthless that when I was first started the game because I just didn't understand the concept, really, to be quite frank. But I love Relentless gear, and now I have Seal of the Drakes, my Raglan, and my Reliquary Tender in Relentless gear. And they were basically, Raglan and Tender were just cleansing those poisons all the time. Seal of the Drakes was just doing her passive healing as well as being able to revive. I had 4 revivers on this team. Gorgorob was there to give Ultimate Gaelic the increased attack, which didn't really work. He never used his A3 and he never gave the Spiderlings HP burn. And then the one time I did it, it didn't seem successful. So I'm starting to think that maybe I could have even been more effective if I had put a Cold Heart or a different damage dealer in there, maybe a Royal Guard or something. I might try that, but oh no, I probably shouldn't because those that do enemy max HP only do 10% damage now. Or only does 10%, the max is 10% that they can do. So I might find another way to do it, but this team worked. And this is just absolutely beautiful to see. So basically, as I was saying, everyone is healing except for Ultimate Gaelic. You have Reliquary Tender who's giving those continuous heals. You have Gorgorob who can heal on his reanimate, but that also does a revive. He gives a resurge, which also increases our speed, increases our attack. You have Seal of the Drakes. Every time she gets a turn, she's doing her passive heal. Then I can also purge all of these frickin' poisons off with either Raglan or Reliquary Tender. And the way that it's set up, or the way that I see it, is basically if we get too many poisons, if Raglan's cleanse is on cooldown, then Reliquary Tenders shouldn't be, or it won't be. But here's the other odd thing too, like I was saying about Ultimate Gaelic, he never used his A3, the Burning Rage, to attack the Spiderlings. And the one time I did it, I feel like the spider got stronger, like it turned around, healed, and then that was that. So I just left it alone and put it on auto. Like that was the one time where when I took it off manual, I screwed up everything and I was like, no, forget it. I'm just gonna put it back on manual. I'm gonna put it back on auto. I'm not touching this thing and I'm just gonna let it run. It took me, as you can see, it took me north of 12 minutes, but who cares? I really, really don't give a damn. As long as I got past this thing that I can't. What is it about the spiders, man? I can't. I had a pet spider in college. I love spiders, or tarantula, red-haired, but I like spiders. I mean, I don't hate them, and this game is making me hate them. But in any case, so yeah, it's pretty plain to see what's happening here. There's going to be all these poisons that stack up. Although I will say this, the HP burn that Ultimate Gaelic was putting on the mama spider to begin with was, or, you know, throughout the match, I think did help a lot. So at least that much, but I feel like this could be better if I ran someone different, if I put a different champion in place of Ultimate Gaelic. That buff that they put on the bosses, or on the Nether Spider, actually kind of hinders it for the Cold Hearts and the Royal Guards, as all of you know. So I don't know who to put in that place, but I'm happy I got past her, and then it's just on to the waves and seeing what I can do. And so now that I've gotten further in Doom Tower than I ever thought I would, and I don't know if I should even run seer in this composition because my seer has like no accuracy. Right now, I'm actually trying to farm. I'm looking for an accuracy banner for my seer because right now my seer has, I don't know, like 70 accuracy or something. 76, yeah. I took her into arena and she just got completely resisted. So at this point, I want to put my seer in an accuracy banner if I can get that from the Spider's Den. I'm so happy that I got past Spider's Den. Now I can put her in that accuracy banner once I get it. And then hopefully she'll be more effective against these waves in a Doom Tower. But as I see it now, she'll be able to strip the buffs from our team, but I'm not so sure that she'll be able to strip the buffs from the enemy team. So we'll just have to see on that. But right now I'm really happy. I'm getting to see that she does solid damage. That's awesome. Just with the buffs that she took from us. So I can't wait to actually get her more accuracy so that she can actually do more damage in against these waves. Headed towards, I think the one that's next is, oh, please don't tell me it's Scarab King. Is it Scarab King that's next? Oh, I mean, I have my Vergis. He's still in his Destroy set. I never changed it, but man, I hate that Scarab King so much. I hate him so much, jeez. So yeah, that is the plan. Right now, what I'm running is I have Iron Brago at lead because he has, I think, 34%. It's either 34% or 35% defense aura in Doom Tower. Seal of the Drake's defensive base champion, so that just makes her stronger. Plus, he has that passive 10%, as you all know. And then Raglan is there to heal, revive, cleanse when necessary. We have our Madame Saris there to remove buffs, lay down, decrease defense, decrease attack. So I feel like this is a pretty well-rounded team in that if I don't succeed with this team getting through the waves, that is not necessarily indicative of the tunes that I have, just that I might not have enough gear or the good enough gear to get through it. But now that I've completed all of the dungeons, now granted, my Spider's Den run was what, 10 minutes or 8 minutes or whatever. It's going to be a while. It's going to be one of those overnight auto clicker situations that I'm going to end up using to farm. But now that I've cleared all the dungeons, all those runs are 6 or 7 minutes, but now I can just actually focus on farming the gear, increasing the quality of the gear, and trying to get further and further in Doom Tower. The only problem is that Doom Tower now resets not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, I believe on Sunday. So by the time you're seeing this, Doom Tower will probably already have reset. And I'm worried that, I don't know, because they said they were gonna redo Doom Tower, and I don't know if that means new bosses. I feel like if they had new bosses that were going to come, they would have already released here are the new bosses coming. I think what they're going to do is just mix them up, and then, for example, Scarab King will be the last boss on Doom Tower. There's Zuriel running around. Zuriel is the Chihuahua that we're taking care of right now. But I feel like if they were going to introduce all new bosses, they would have told us about the bosses by now. It's only 2 days away. So I feel like what they're going to do is just shuffle the bosses around, and maybe Scarab King is the top of the Doom Tower next time, and that's just going to make him even more of a pain to deal with, and that they're just going to shuffle them around in that way. I don't really see them adding any new bosses, but I am excited about that new faction that I just saw the release that they're going to start the new faction in a couple of days. So I'm excited for that, and I'm trying to save my resources for that. I have a few level 5 chickens, a few level 4 chickens, and so I'm really, really interested to see what happens with the new faction. In case you were wondering if you heard that little, I don't know if you heard that little exhale, Zuriel is now in my lap. Zuriel is a teacup chihuahua, I think is what they call it. He weighs about 3 pounds. And he's fully grown, like 5 years old. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but we're babysitting him for a couple who is in Dubai right now. So yeah, he needs a lot of attention. Anyway, back to it. So, sorry for that little random interlude. In any case, it looks like we'll be able to get through these waves, that I'll be able to get through these waves relatively easily. It's just gonna take time. I don't know if well, no. You know what? I'm going to just go ahead and try to just get as far as I can. And then if I get stopped, then I'm going to go back to Spider's Den and try to farm. See, she does great. I mean, if I actually had accuracy on her, it would have been amazing. But I'm going to go ahead and try to get as far as I can, complete these next few floors. And if I get stopped on the floor, then I'm just going to go straight to the Spider's Den and then farm spiders 20 and hope to God that I get an accuracy banner. But it looks like we have this pretty well in hand. So I'm going to sign off here. Thank you guys for watching. Still loving the second anniversary gift. We got that Sacred Shard for the second anniversary gift. Now, granted, that Sacred Shard got me a pitiless one, so wasn't all that great, but beggars can't be choosers. I love those gifts. They're great. So, in any case, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.